your morning mode. Every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive. This morning I'm at homie spot over here at the Tuscany, and we got in. It was raining. Like, I'm talking extreme flash flood slash fucking hurricane, really real. And it was like, what the fuck's going on today? Life is going on, dude. And it happens fast. So up this morning, had to move the car, and I had to tuck in a handicap spot. I'm gonna just be honest right there. Like, it was raining so hard. We got out and we like chops, like, where the fuck are these guys going? We were going into the storm, you know? And for all those that's ever lived knows what I'm talking about, where all of a sudden, cloudy skies become thunderstorms, and rain becomes floods, and situations become real. I don't give a fuck who you are. A storm will come one day, and you're gonna have to find a way to shine after the storm. You have to find a way to pick yourself up in the morning and look at all the pieces and say, hey, this is what got broken. Hey, this is what got damaged. This is what we need to work on again. Got to work on the roof. Got to work on picking up this trash. Got to work on organizing things. And that's us as humans. Like, we get in ruts, we get in habits, we get in all sorts of fucking revolving situations, and we're like, how did that happen? We get stuck, and then it takes something like a storm to wipe the slate clean, to give us the time to sit and evaluate what we've been doing repetitively over and over and expecting different results. The storm brings different results. Let's get blessed up. Of all of us, storms will come knocking one day, and they'll be like, yo, hey, Sage Brown, what's good with that chaos? And you'll be like, a lot of my life has been chaos. A lot of my life has been situations. I'm getting some participants in the background. Let them get in here. Look at the shine. You do the show and people want to get on live. There they are. There you go. I was wondering what all the commotion was about, but that's what this is. This is Sate's addiction. This is me living in my glory and my chaos, having both things happen. I was telling my friend, like, my compulsion, my obsession, it could have been called Saint's obsession, Saint's compulsion, Saint's addiction. My addiction to perfection keeps me getting up early and keeps me driven and keeps me motivated, but it also keeps me as a hindrance because it leaves no room for error. It leaves no room for rainy days. And they always tell us to save for a rainy day, but most of us are thinking that it's going to be sunny all the time. And I thought how nice it was for us to walk around in our shorts and little outfits because it's so fucking hot out. That's the summertime, baby. And enjoying it while it's high. But me personally, I'm sitting here like it's almost the end of July and I want it to end so I can get through August and stop being so hot. Then it'll go right back to being cold, and it's like we're never satisfied. We're never in a zone that's completely perfect. There's never always the perfect weather. Eventually the wind will pick up, or the sun will come out a little too much or for too long, or it's going to have to be nighttime. There's such a balance to it. And that's why I try to find it so interesting that we live in a world where we want everything to be perfect too. We want perfectly white teeth. We want wrinkles. We want our boobs to stay up. We all are obsessed with other people thinking that we're perfect. And the truth is a lot of us have skeletons in our closet. Actually, all of us have it. All of us are going to have that moment of chaos where everything becomes tumultuous. And the boat that we built was awesome, and all the supplies on the boat are awesome. But today, this day, it starts rocking the boat. And the storm just starts flipping shit. And everything that you considered gold or true or whatever else is fucking going on, guess what? It's now upside down, and now you're gonna have to figure it out. And that's something that we all gotta figure out within ourselves, is how to sail through a storm. How are we gonna make it to the end? How did all the other sailors buckle them in? How many souls are at the bottom of Davy Jones's locker? That's just it. We go into situations and pretend like it's just gonna stick. Well, that's not how they stick. It becomes very tumultuous really quick, and that's life. Similar, like me, I had the brace out. Let me see. I had the little yellow stop brace out, and then of course security guard wants to walk by here, 17 buildings around here, and he walked right into the door that I had opened. chaos, bro. And I've just been either an ambassador of chaos, me myself, just being self-conscious and aware of, like, again, the other night I went in and nobody social proofed me. They knew I was there, but they might as well acted like I wasn't there at all. Nobody interacted, no one said hi. I became the uncool kid. And one of the girls that talked shit about me in a long ass post after we used to be friends, wore that chaos, said, nobody like you. And I'm over there out the end, nobody was liking me. And sometimes I'm the one nobody likes. Sometimes I'm the chaos. I'm the one that brings the fucking the thunder and the drum, you know? And I'm just like looking around, and do I want to be that way? No, but I can tell when it's that way. When I'm with around people that are supposed to be my friends, but they're telling me that parties got canceled because they don't want me to go. Okay. Or other weird shit, you know, where that it's a force thing. Have you ever been there where your energy is not supposed to be next to somebody, where you're like forcing the conversation or forcing the introduction, or they've already decided in their head that they didn't want to meet you or be? Go ahead, reconnect. I think we all notice it from each other. When I was at the BU seminar, I looked everybody in the eye, and we all had to go around and get really close to each other's face to go, do I trust you? Do I not trust you? I'm not sure. I don't know, you know? And it's 3 selections, but you can walk up to somebody in seconds. I don't trust you. Maybe it's my beard, you know? Maybe it's my aura, you know? Like, everyone has this thing where it's like, I trust that person. Some people I would trust in an emergency situation. Here, hold my baby, and I could run away. House is on fire. You know, there's a lot of situations where you can get instant trust from people, and then there's a lot of situations where you feel instantly unsafe. My ex told me she felt unsafe with me when I was raging or yelling or being my self. You know, she was like, you're too much, you know, and I've been too much for a lot of people in my life, and that makes me even more self-conscious, where it's just like, do I adjust myself? Do I tone it down so I'm not too much for other people? And then for the other people, it's just perfect. They're like, I love your passion. Give me another hug. Thank you for motivating me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it the same trainer in the morning where you're cursing them out because you got to go do your push-ups, or the guy that made you look good because now you're actually in shape and you got over yourself? I don't know. I don't know how to get over myself. I don't know how to get over these situations. All these situations are all just fucking different, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. All I'm doing is being more honest about it and just going, there's times where I walk in situations, I feel like those motherfuckers talking shit about me. They call it closing ranks, right? Where they close around each other. And it's just that group. It's cliquey. You're not in the clique. You're not the vibe. And as soon as you leave the vibe, you're not part of the tribe, and they'll probably talk shit about you. I'm just saying, there's certain situations where I was like, oh shit, yo, you guys are my homies, let's keep it that way. And then more like, no, we're closing you out and freezing you out. No, I didn't answer the call. And didn't you get the text message? And oh, that system's not working, and he'll probably kill you. I was like, what? I was like talking to another dude, and I said, the guy I saw him is like, should I contact him directly? He'll probably kill you. And I'm like, did you just threaten my life? Like, literally, is that what it is? And that's where we're at, where we're on the smile on your face, but we're in like a Game of Thrones where everybody's getting voted out and murdered and fucking doing all sorts of weird shit. Feels a lot like that. Could be cheerleader camp. Probably feels a lot even more like that, where it's like, oh, she's my friend this next minute, but now she's not. And this used to be your friend, now she's not. And then all the drama and all the fucking chaos. I don't know, dude. All I know is there's always going to be a storm, and that there's always going to be light. We're going to have to learn to live in both. You need shelter to help us stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It needs to be flexible with both. That's why most of these face southward, so they can get the east wise and the west set, and get your vegetables on and get them to grow. And then those things are going to change. And then some vegetables grow in the summer, some grow in the winter. Not all the same product needs to be around us 24/7. We're used to that. We're like, oh shit, I can get a mango 24/7 worldwide. You know, like, that's not normal. So we have to find our ebb and flow. We got to ride our mostly saints, you know. We try to keep it mostly saintly here, but truth is that there's little devilish horns on the halo, you know, halo and horns, man, all of us. And I just really live in that world where it's like I have the full capacity to be extremely violent and extremely benevolent, and that I'm not just all just one thing. I can go 0 to 100 real quick and back down to zero. I could be top of the skies, at bottom of the earth, hellbound and stressed out, instead of blessed up and flexed out. You know what I'm saying? I've been hitting this gym. It's been good for my mental health. You know, I've been sharing these shows with a lot of people. I do it live every morning. Maybe just talking to myself. If that's just the case in itself, then it works. You know, like we got to get our mental talk. I don't know if you sit there and stare at yourself in the morning and go, "Am I there? You know, am I there?" After the storm's blown by, who self check, you know, instead of just brush teeth, wash balls, go, you know, like gotta fucking take time and acknowledge what's the process. Where am I in this process? Where, and then the storm is a process from the swell to the thunder to the exit. It's still kind of lingering right here back behind me. You know, it's just one of those things where I just been through a lot of storms and I didn't want to go through them. You know, I don't think anybody, St. Louis got flooded out, a bunch of people died. I don't think anybody really wants to expect this global warming, okay? Extreme fires. You know, we almost made our baby over in Yosemite. It was like under fire, like literally while a fire had blown through. We literally were looking at this beautiful view of a lake, and then it was just all clouds. Like that shit's really going down. So we live in a world where this is like constantly changing, and we're trying to constantly make money so we can constantly pay our bills, and then there'll be a day when you ain't gonna live there no more. It's gonna break up the routine. It's gonna break up the homogeny, and then we're gonna clump up kind of like that, and click up and sell up. And I try to break up cliques. I try to move from different groups and different dramas and keep moving forward. That's my MO. So, you know, everybody's got a pattern. I try to figure out this pattern. I'm sure a lot of people are also trying to figure out the pattern, especially like when it comes to currencies and candlesticks and what's the new pattern, and buy up and sell low, or buy low, sell high, you know, all that kind of stuff. I want to learn how to rise from the lows, high over lows. You know, that's gonna be my Saints Anarchy shirt. It's just, you know, these little over series shirts that I got going on. I'm weighing it out. You know, it's not always gonna be hot. It's not always gonna be cold. It's not always gonna be calm, and it's not always gonna be bold. And that's just something that I live in the same environment where I was like, this is changing things. You know, these storms change things. They move people. They move scenarios, and that's what time I'm looking at developing, is to move myself in the situations that I need to move myself, and move away from storms when they start coming on the horizon. So I've been looking at it. I don't always have to be friends with these people. I only got to see them at the conventions. They all kind of stop answering their phone. There's Chaos, Zap. Seen the girl that called me at 5 a.m. She didn't even acknowledge me. She's been ignoring me like 3 different times in social situations. Is that guilt? Are you afraid of combat? You don't want to talk about it in public, but you want to call me at 5 a.m. and you want to ignore the whole situation. Some people, that's how close and far away they are. They're that close that they can call, and far away that they can be deleted, blocked, and never talked to again. I live in that world, you know? So it's like, it's interesting what people will acknowledge. It's interesting to me what people will do in the eye of the storm, and what they're really made out of. I like to think I'm made out of metal. I like to think I'm made out of the strength. It's something that South Korean prison taught me. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. So every time I do something and it's tumultuous or stormy, I get stronger. My mask gets stronger. My life gets stronger. I get stronger. The channel gets stronger. I get more followers. We get more products, you know. Just going out. This is the last day of Champs, so everything's cash and carry today. People want deals. This is the steal of the deals, because nobody wants to ship it back. They give me all the freebies, even cooler shit, and I just give it away to people. It's all the weed swag. It's just ways for me to share these experiences with people, same like you two, and go, man, this is some really cool shit. Wow, like, you know, I'm going through some cool stuff, and more than cool stuff, what else can we learn from? You know? What kind of stuff can we learn from all our chaos these shattered dreams? There's got to be some success stories in there somewhere in that rubble underneath. There's got to be some hot coals, and that's all we need is one little hot coal to blow on, one little hot coal to fucking give back life and start that spark again. And that's where I live. I live in the world where I use my spark. You know, I park and spark. I ignite. I start fires within myself and go, that's not how I want my story to go. You know, I got to do the push off of the negativity and the push up of my soul and say, that's not where I want to go. That's straight up. Like, I don't want to go towards the fat zone. So I guess I got to start doing some more workouts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be broke. So I guess I got to keep up on the hustle. And I don't want to not be a father. So I guess I keep looking for a lover. This is the way I operate. You know, if I wanted to just sit still and let the storm do its thing, we would never rebuild. We never rebuild. We constantly just keep doing the same job, making the same amount of hourly, while inflation pumps us up. The Annie pumps us up. I keep telling people Vegas is expensive. Every day it clocks you, just clocking you in and out. And just go, bink, thank you for your chips. Bink, thank you for your time. Thank you for your effort. Thank you for your energy. Each way of the days come and fucking creep up and grab shit for people. So it's one of those things where I just fucking constantly live in a world where I'm always got to adjust. I'm constantly fucking figuring out a different way to be and recovery, right? I always talk about reprieve, you know, something about sleeping the day so I can recover my legs from walking all the convention floor and figuring out a new way to get new products for you guys and linking up with these guys and making a calm lube. Okay, we ain't got to do Kush lotions no more. We could do calm lotions, like for reals. People can feel calm that pain, calm themselves. It's huge. Calm CBD is going to be huge. I'm pumping that. I have my ex-friend, another chaos moment of my life because of Kush soap. She had Kush lotions, or I bought Kush lotions and Kush lube, as if I couldn't buy calm lube and calm lotions and another 4-letter word, and that's what we were looking for. So I'm not doing Kush anymore. I'm doing calm. Calm CBDs are going to be my thing, and that's what I'm on about. So, you know, ex-friend, you can keep it, and your drama, you know, and the broken relationship you have with me now. There it is. That's what we do. We just end up breaking up over stupid shit like kids going home, taking their ball, and now you can keep your ball, but now you got no friends. And that's what I feel a lot of people are doing in the end. They're just clicking up and isolating, and maybe that's all COVID bullshit, but I'm not. I'm expanding around the world. I got so many products I can't even shake a stick at them, and I want everybody to be a part of it. So definitely holler at your boy Saint, calmcbds.com. Yeah, Saint's brand. Yeah, shine through the storm. Yeah, so peace and love, and as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. And that's my show for now. If anybody else's can relate, you know, shining after a storm, definitely comment below. I'd like to know how you got through your storm and how you end up shining in the end. That's a really inspirational ignition for a lot of people. Peace and love. I'll see you. Ciao. Beijos.